How many of you have held the desire to write a book and just didn't really know how to start? Raise your hand. Have you ever browsed through business books on a shelf and wondered, what makes this person an expert? Has anyone ever wondered that? What do they know that I don't know? And the answer is twofold. They understand the power of books as a marketing vehicle, and then they act on that knowledge. Books build reputations. They position you as an industry leader, demonstrating your expertise, building your credibility and status, while promoting your products and services. Books build businesses. Whether you are starting out or have been in business a long time, as some of you have been, books can build your business by expanding your opportunities for media and speaking. The best part is that books are egalitarian. Anyone can write one. You are the expert. How much time have you spent in your business? How much research have you done and gained experience working on what you love to do best? Who needs the knowledge and skills that you have? The truth is that you have the information you need, and you have people out there that are waiting for you to provide it. You are the expert. Concept clarity. Now, this is another reason why many people don't get around to writing their books. They don't know what to write about. They don't have any clarity of concept. So this is what we're going to talk about tonight. Choosing your topic. What topics do you teach, speak, or consult with customers about already? Think about that. What ideas do you want associated with your business? These may be different answers to each of these questions, but what ideas do you want associated with your business? What research will benefit others in your profession? What ideas will position you as a trendsetter? Now, there's one more that's not on here that I'll call out. What are you passionate about? What do you really like to do? How many of you like making promises? No, because then you have to keep it, right? How many of you like making very specific, very detailed promises? So when you make a promise about your book, so you're telling your readers what it is that they expect to gain. And I always tell my authors and anyone who's coming to me for consultation to start with this promise, because this promise is going to guide you. It's going to be your beacon in the darkness when you get confused about your concept, when you're not sure what else to put into your book. This promise is what you come back to, and whatever doesn't fit, cut it out. Don't do it. So here's a good example of a promise. I will educate my readers about the publishing process, their responsibilities as authors, so they can have a successful writing career. That was my specific promise for my book, and that's what I delivered on. So we talked a little bit about your book titles earlier. Connie was very great with that. So I want you to think about completing this sentence. My book title will help teach or educate your audience on how to, what is the end goal that they have. So I'll go first. The 7-Step Guide to Authorpreneurship will educate writers on how to understand the business of writing and become successful authors. How to create content. So this is another place that we all struggle in, right? So you've got your topic, you've got a title that you think you want, you've even developed your promise. What do I do about creating my content? One of the first things that you were taught in school, especially when you're writing research papers, make an outline. It sounds simple, but it's really one of the hardest things for us as adults to do because we feel like it's a waste of time, or you're not really sure what to put in the outline, or you feel like it needs to be something intricate. Your outline can actually even just be a mind map. Has anyone ever heard of mind mapping before? You're very familiar with it. So you start out with the central concept, probably the title of your book or your promise. You can put all that in there. I don't know that it has to be a single word. And then ideas. What do you think that people need to learn? What 3 to 5 things must your reader know in order for you to fulfill this promise? It doesn't have to be in order. You put it on your paper however you feel like it. But let's think about that. So after you've written your outline, you want to get it in writing. So for each of those learning goals that you have, you want to just write whatever comes to your mind. And if you have writer's block, I experienced that a lot, write the question you want to answer. What is it that's holding you up right now? I really want to write about this story that I read somewhere, but I don't remember the name of the story and I don't know who did it. There's a story about this in the Bible. And you keep moving, you keep it moving until you can come back to it later. Because even if you're working with an editor, let's say you're working with Madeline, maybe she knows the answer. Or maybe you interview someone else who does know the answer for you. You know who knows that answer. You go and you find it. But why bang your head into a wall and get writer's block, right? Writer's block is a lie. Hand it over to an editor. Read and edit your first draft. Yes, it sucks, I know, keep it moving. That's what I had to tell myself. That's exactly what I told myself, matter of fact. Veronica, it sucks, I know, but here you go. Tie it to your mission or cut it out. So while you're working with your editor, they're going to have suggestions. You're going to have feedback about those suggestions. I'm suggesting that if it doesn't tie into your mission, take the feedback and let it go. Giving up is okay. And what I mean by giving up, I don't mean stop writing. I mean just stop and find someone that you can work with. Because if you're really that stuck, it might be that you need more hand-holding, more coaching. There are coaches out there that do that, i.e. Madeline, and Lori and Ryan. So best-selling tips. Number 1, focus your message on results. The biggest mistake that some business owners will have when they've written a book is they're excited about their idea or their concept or whatever process it is that they've come up with. They forget that sometimes readers don't really care about the intricate details. The first thing that they want to know is what are the results that this book will produce. Lead with the results, and once you've captured their interest, then you can focus on the details of how they're going to get those results that you indicated. Leverage the power of free. So a lot of times you'll hear people say, I don't want to give anything away for free. And in general, I would agree with you. But sometimes you have to leverage that in a way that works for you. It's great to be present on social media, but do not over-invest. When you're spending all of your time trying to figure out how to use social media, you're doing too much. Start it up, let it go. It's a passive approach to marketing. You never know how invested they truly are. Something more proactive marketing, which includes public speaking, publishing articles, getting quoted in the media. These are the things that are going to help you see exactly who your audience is. So now that we've talked about why you should write a book, how you can gain concept clarity, create content, publish, and market your new book, I want to hear what you guys have to say. What questions do you have about publishing your book, and what are 3 things holding you back?